Like classes before them, these young people have distinguished themselves academically, athletically, creatively, as well as their service to the community. The class of 2020 certainly is a unique group in that you have been through more than most classes that have walked the hallways of Columbia High School. You have endured every challenge and obstacle that has been thrown at you, and just when you thought it was over, COVID-19. Schools closed, online meetings, countless emails, Google Classroom, Zoom meetings. It was over so quickly. I think about it all the time. We have not been together since Friday, March 13th. It certainly hasn't been the senior year that you wanted, and I realize that this has taken an emotional toll on all of you. Even as we sit here tonight, it seems like the world may never be the same. But I assure you, and I promise you, there is light at the end of the tunnel. And I know this because you are that light. You are the next generation to enter the world, and all the sacrifice and suffering you have endured this year has only made you better people. You have shown that no matter what life throws at you, you possess the ability to overcome it. The last 12 weeks alone is a credit to your resilience. I am sad we didn't get to spend the remainder of the year together, but I'm comforted by the fact that you are amazing people who will make the world a better place. Congratulations, seniors. At this point, I would like to introduce our class president for the class of 2020, Lindsay Comboy.
Thank you, Mr. Harkin. Good evening and welcome, graduates, parents, relatives, faculty, Board of Education members, community members, and friends. I would like to take a moment to thank all the people here who have made this event possible. Parents and family members, thank you for your encouragement and support. Teachers, thank you for opening our minds and expanding our horizons. Thank you to our Superintendent, Mr. Jeffrey Simons, Principal, Mr. Michael Harkin, administrators, school board members, and community leaders for your support of our schools and programs. Before I proceed, I would like to extend my thanks to this year's class council members. Vice President Ella Conway, Secretary Nicholas Gabriel, and Treasurer Nina Tedeschi. Once again, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and congratulations to the Columbia High School class of 2020. I am proud that we have all made it this far, and although we cannot physically receive our diplomas today, I would like for you all to imagine that you have and to revel in the pride for a moment. As the saying goes, we are all here together for one last time, or at least we almost are. I didn't expect to be speaking to you from the big screen, nor did I expect to simultaneously be sitting in the audience cringing at the sound of my own voice. But here we are. This is an unusual ending to say the least. Nobody expected to celebrate future plans and college decisions online, or to struggle to find new ways to stay in touch with friends who we formerly saw every day. I'm sure that many of you, like me, have found yourselves turning to the internet to make up for these missed daily interactions. Just the other day, Mr. Harkin told me that even he is addicted to TikTok now. As an aside, considering my own experiences, I'm expecting numerous studies to confirm the intensifying effects of online learning on senioritis. But personally, along with spending endless hours playing Minecraft, lately I've been spending time reflecting on the past. For me, this reflection begins with gratitude. I have so much appreciation for this community that we have been so lucky to live and grow in. A community that has fostered creativity and given us endless opportunities to pursue our personal interests. In accordance with this, I'd like to thank our teachers for their effort and enthusiasm. Your dedication to our success drives us into the future with optimism. These words also apply to our wonderful advisors, Mr. Zilgme and Mrs. Maney, along with our class mom, Mrs. Ely, who have so kindly dedicated their time to our class. I would also like to extend my personal thank yous. I'm so grateful for my friends and Sam, who mean so much to me. Thank you to my younger siblings, Billy and Camilla, for their humor and occasional kind words. And of course, thank you to my parents, Saga and Bill, for their endless support and encouragement. Finally, to keep with tradition, thank you to Dr. Samuel Canzone for his unwavering support throughout the years. From gratitude, my reflection jumps to lessons that we have learned as students of East Greenbush schools. We have learned the joy of spirit through cheering at sports games and pep rallies, persevering through our freshman year when we were forced by upperclassmen to wear that horrible mustard yellow color. And although we may not have had the winning male cheerleading team, we definitely had the one that brought the most fun. At Goff, we came together as a full class for the first time, and were gifted with trips to Philadelphia and Washington, D.C. that solidified our bond as a class and left us looking forward to our time in high school. While I cannot speak for all of your elementary school experiences, I'm sure that my fellow Green Meadow alumni can agree that the years we spent at Green Meadow were formative. We ran laps in the gym screaming the lyrics to Taylor Swift's You Belong With Me, and discovered where our food comes from with classic songs like Dirt Made My Lunch. But most importantly, we learned that it's all in the attitude, and proved that we believed it by hitting the sign every time we entered the gym. It's all in the attitude. It's true. And the message could not be more important than it is today as we prepare to decide our own futures. As we pursue new paths, we must remember that our attitudes, our frames of mind, will greatly shape our experiences. We must pursue success with optimism, but never be entitled to it. We must remember to show appreciation for what we have and every new opportunity we are offered. And most importantly, we must respect our environment, as it is the root of our livelihood. So go forth and do well, and congratulations to the Columbia High School class of 2020. Please welcome our Student Council Executive Board President, Lily Mahoney.
Good evening, friends, family, faculty, and most importantly, my fellow members of the Columbia High School class of 2020. I would be remiss if I did not mention one class member who is not here today, and that is Patsy Torino. However, I think we can all agree that he is very much here tonight, and he is very much a part of the class of 2020. Well, everyone, we've made it. We're officially graduating. The first time that we all came together as a class was 6th grade. I remember being on the brink of tears at locker night, trying to figure out how to open my locker. As my mom tried to deal with an emotional tween convinced she would never be able to get the locker open to retrieve her locker chandelier, my dad decided that it was an appropriate time for a tutorial on how to safeguard my books while carrying them to prevent dropping them or having them knocked out of my arms by a bully. Dad, you're embarrassing me. Flash forward 1 week to when I did not follow that technique and I dropped my books all over the place immediately upon entering Miss Cedar's guide room on the first day of middle school. I think we can all look back on some advice from our parents that we did not take when we definitely should have. From all of us, I would like to say thank you to our parents and guardians that got us here today. As we first walked through the doors on our first day of freshman year, we had no idea what we were in for. It seems like just yesterday that it was the first day of our first pep rally wearing our bright yellow shirts, and we were getting screamed at by upperclassmen, calling us minions and bananas in the hallways between classes. In fact, I brought that very shirt with me today. On the front, it says Columbia High School, and on the back, it says our vision is clear, and there's a 2 as the S and the 0 as the O for 2020. I think we can all agree that this slogan, our vision is clear, aged poorly. I think it would be more appropriate if it said, our vision is that senior year, only a few weeks into finally having both late arrival and early dismissal, and 1 week after I picked up my overpriced, non-returnable prom dress, a deadly virus will strike the United States and we will be sent home from school. I'll have to stay in my house for at least 3 months. Senior year and prom will be canceled, and I'll look at my prom dress hanging in my closet mocking me every morning as soon as I open my eyes. But Mr. Zilgme said that was too many characters for the company to print on the shirt without a price increase. So sorry. We were all keenly aware that this year was far from what we expected, as we were faced with an unexpected pause when we got sent home for 2 weeks in March. Although, I hope there soon comes a day when I will never have to socially distance or open Zoom again, there was without a doubt many lessons that we were able to learn through this experience as seniors during a pandemic. The main reasons to use pauses are for variety, understanding, and emphasis. A pause is a form of oral punctuation that can help your audience reflect on what you just said. In a way, sudden silence, especially if you've been using a quickened rate of speech, has the same effect as a sudden loud noise. It alerts your audience and makes them attentive to what you say next. Although I'd be lying if I said that I did not copy and paste that from a dummies.com article titled The Importance of Pauses in Innovative Presentations, it still relates strongly to what we, the class of 2020, have gone through this year. Pauses offer us an opportunity to catch up and take a look at what is truly important. To quote Ferris Bueller's Day Off, a movie we totally did not watch in Mr. Zilby's guide room, life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it. When life gets going so quickly that we can hardly keep up, we begin to lack time to process grief and triumph alike, to recognize our gratitude, and to experience and reflect on the raw intensity of emotions that make us uniquely human. Although you can't control what happens to you, you can control what happens through you. As we slowly move away from this experience, we are ingrained with a new sense of gratitude and will take more time to enjoy the little things. I believe that our experience as the senior class of 2020 embodies this lesson, as we were required to persevere and come together in a time of great uncertainty, when we weren't even allowed to physically come together. To quote Kermit the Frog, "With good friends, you can't lose." The lesson learned from the abrupt ending to our senior year will surely help us soon, as we will be heading out into the real world, and putting this along with all of our schools that school taught us to work. I'm so grateful for these last 13 years, as I feel fully equipped to start doing all the things that most adults do in their everyday lives, such as reciting the 21 Club, drawing the cellular respiration system, and getting an 8% on a biology pop quiz at 7:30 a.m. Yet, the most important lessons we learned throughout these 4 years that we will carry with us are those that we learned outside the classroom. In reality, when our year was cut short, we weren't sad because we wanted one more chance to finish the homework as the teacher was collecting it, or because we were really going to miss taking the Regents. Columbia is just a building, but it is the classmates, teachers, administrators, and community that make it what it truly is. As we graduate, we all know that we are concluding 13 years of schooling and saying goodbye to high school classes, school dances, pep rallies, varsity sports practices, and extracurricular activities. We are saying goodbye to Chromebooks, Regents Review books, and the loud bell in between classes. But that is not what we are truly here to recognize today. We are here to recognize the personal growth, the experiences, and the people that helped us transform into the class of 2020 and the young adults who we are today. Regardless of how long you have been here, we have watched each other grow up in different capacities, and we stood by each other through some of the best and worst moments of our lives, forming a bond that will tie us together forever, no matter the distance. The people we met along the way are what made our time here so valuable. We are not only saying goodbye to the East Greenbush Central School District, but we are symbolically turning a page and beginning a new chapter of our lives outside the classroom. Thank you to the friends, family members, parents, teachers, and administrators that got us here. I figure since I already quoted Kermit, I should throw in another quote from an imaginary character and quote Winnie the Pooh. How lucky am I to have something that makes saying goodbye so hard? Here's to the Columbia class of 2020. Our vision is clear. I would now like to introduce our salutatorian, Nina Tedeschi.
Class of 2020, parents, friends, teachers, and family, thank you for joining us tonight in celebration of all we've achieved thus far. This quarantine has given me a lot of time to do two things. First, watch a lot of Netflix, as I'm sure most of us have, and think. In my journey through Netflix, I found myself rewatching several 80s classics. One which stuck with me, and I'm sure most of you have seen, is Back to the Future. It got me thinking about all the science fiction I've been exposed to. Although the world feels a bit upside down right now with COVID, like a scene from a movie itself, please join and escape with me for the next few minutes to go back to the past, before we all move forward and set our sights on our life's next chapter. We may not all have DeLoreans like Doc, but this isn't 1985. Let's pretend we're all sitting in our own time machines. The controls are a little bit different. We may not have flux capacitors, but we do have our turn signals and our headlights, which we'll be using for the next few minutes together. Are you with me? Flash your headlights once if you're ready for our journey. Okay, let's begin the ignition sequence. Count down with me. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Turn on your left turn signal to transport us back to the past, 2002 to be specific. Well, we may not remember this time, I'm sure our parents do. These were the year of firsts. As we explored, everything was new and exciting. It was a time of learning and fun, although there were some rough patches. Terrible twos, anyone? This is a great time to turn and take a moment to thank our parents for all they've done to support us over the years. Okay, let's move forward. Turn on your right turn signals, please, transporting us into 2007, our first day of kindergarten. We're all so excited, running around for the first time in the playground playing freeze tag before learning our ABCs. Everything was so simple in kindergarten, endless arts and crafts and homework. Our biggest challenge was learning how to share, but soon the carefree days faded away into minute maths and field day, spelling tests and tire swings. Well, they were there at least. Turn on your right turn signals once more as we trade the days of line leaders and Halloween parades for Halloween happenings and chaotic hallways. 2013 to 2016, the days of infamous middle school, where everything seemed to change for the better and the worse. With the loss of playgrounds, we gained clubs and made new friends. Expanding our horizons even more, we explored Philadelphia and Washington, D.C. on our class field trips. Well, only if your bus didn't get lost, though. Okay. Signal right once more as we pass 8th grade graduation into the renowned high school, the fabled place we only whispered folklore about in elementary school. High school was the time of ultimate freedom. You could do anything you wanted, be anyone you wanted to be. High school was the time where we found our place, our group, what we wanted to be, even go wherever we wanted to go after turning 16. These days are the ones you will never forget, from cheering at the top of your lungs at football games, laughing at the male cheerleaders at pep rally, staying late for club meetings, and joking with your favorite teachers and friends. Signal right one final time. Congratulations, we're safely arrived back in June 2020. Flash your headlights twice if you're here with me and made it back to the future safely. Hopefully everyone's all right. Losing a passenger in time brings a lot of paperwork. So, here we are today, together, the class of 2020. While I imagine none of us could have ever planned how life would play out this far, and our journey has sure had its ups and downs, we've made it here together. We are who we are today because of our past and the incredible people in our lives, our parents, teachers, friends, and family, our role models. Thank you. But unfortunately, the times of childhood must soon come to a close. It's time for us to step out on our own and meet the world for ourselves. We're standing on the edge of this monumental milestone, the last step before we step out into the unknown as adults. I'll be the first to admit this can seem scary, a feeling I'm sure many of us share, but that's okay. That's human. Life's more interesting with mystery and risk anyways. There's a reason the best stories are riddled with plot twists. As I think of you, my fellow incredible classmates, my fear fades away and turns to excitement because I know what amazing talents, hearts, and ideas you are all about to bring to the world. In us lives a fire, a spark, the power to change the world. We might not know what's ahead, but we know we can all use what we've learned and all we will learn to shape it into the future we want to see. We've come so far from the small children we once were on the first day of elementary school. Now as young adults on our last days of high school, reflecting on our past and setting our sights to the future. It's our moment to be whatever we want to be and to use our powers to make the world a better place. Let's rattle the stars, class of 2020, and make the future as bright as I know we are going to. Thank you. I am honored to present to you the class of 2020 Valedictorian, Owen Ball.
Good evening, faculty, family, friends, and of course, my fellow classmates. I am honored to be speaking before you today, although sadly, under far from ideal conditions. I know you are probably expecting me to give a speech detailing how our class has persevered through these demanding times, or how we are robbed of our senior year. But I want to stray from these topics and focus rather on a single concept, time. According to Einstein's general theory of relativity, massive objects curve space-time, which is perceived as a force known as gravity. Like much of the rest of our lives, however, this pandemic has flipped this idea on its head. The gravity of this pandemic has distorted our perception of time. Over the past few months, society has been brought to a near standstill. Global scientific research has been halted in its tracks, millions of jobs are on edge, and even things as seemingly simple as getting a haircut have been made nearly impossible over the past few months, all due to viruses with a diameter 600 times less than that of a human hair. I bring up this example to illustrate the susceptibility of time to earthly and societal factors, although as promised, I'm going to keep most of this discussion away from current events. The problem with what I just said, however, is that for all intents and purposes here on the surface of the Earth, time always passes at the same rate. A day has 86,400 seconds, and a year has 365.2422 days. So why then does time seem so variable? Why is it that when faced with feelings of excitement and joy, time seems to whisk by before you can fully grasp onto those feelings? And when faced with adversity, time feels lethargic and endless. Why is it that the age-old expression, time flies when you're having fun, almost always seems to hold water? I'm not going to pretend to be able to answer those questions, but in response to them, I would like to ponder why it is we care so much about time. Perhaps it is because time provides us with a sense of structure. We live our entire lives obsessed with and controlled by the idea of time. We put so much trust into it, letting it dictate priorities and the order in which we go about aspects of our lives. But why then, as humans, are we so susceptible to changes in how we perceive time? We've all fallen victim to this before. You hear you have an assignment due in 2 weeks, and you think you have ample time. But as time slowly ticks by in your head, a deadline is fast approaching in reality, and each minute wasted only augments the challenges of the task at hand. Ultimately, as humans, we're faced with a dilemma. We know that time is finite and passes at a fixed rate, yet we can't help but feel that it speeds up and slows down with respect to what we're facing in our lives. So on to the actual point of all this. By nature, society is plagued with grand challenges that must be overcome. However, due to our perception of time, an inclination to focus our attention on more instantaneously gratifying topics, we far too often perceive these immediate threats to society as distant problems for another day. In reality, though, time continues to pass, whether action is taken or not. So as you probably guessed, this is a call to action. Not for anything in particular, though. Time continues to pass, whether we want it to or not, or whether we think it is or not. So I ask of you, class of 2020, as well as anyone else listening, don't let your chance to make an impact on this world slip through your fingers because you thought you had just one more day. But equally as important, take the chance to slow down and make the most of life, because you never know when something may arise that will keep you from doing so. Class of 2020, congratulations. We have just completed an immense chapter of our lives. From the past 91% of high school that I spend with all of you, I have come to realize the amazing things that we can do together as a class, and I can't wait to see what you all can do out in the real world. Thank you. Our next speaker was chosen to be today's keynote speaker by the class of 2020. It's safe to say that all the seniors recognize both her commitment and enthusiasm for teaching and coaching Science Olympiad over all her years spent with the East Greenbush Central School District. Please join me in welcoming Miss Diana Prout.
Congratulations, class of 2020. Good news, you made it. You made it through the Google Meets, distance learning, loss, and disappointments to get here, graduation. This is my last year at Columbia, too. I'm retiring. You have been working toward this moment for 13 years. Me, even longer, 30. And I don't know about you, but I had plans. I was going to celebrate every last school function, and I had parties planned. And then, COVID. Who knew when we left school on March 13th, it would be the last day? I wallowed in misery for a while. You know, the why me's. Why do I have to learn Google Classroom? Why do I have to miss my students and friends? But then I decided this is happening whether I want it to or not, so I may as well make the best of it. And look where we are. We are living history. These times will go down in the history books, and we are right in the heart of it. You will be able to tell your kids and grandkids incredible, interesting stories, stories they will actually care about. I can hear their questions now. Dad, you actually lived during the pandemic? Grandma, tell me the story about graduating high school at a drive-in theater. How cool will that be? How cool is this? Look where we are. This is unique. Everybody graduates in an auditorium or football field. No one has ever graduated in a drive-in. Dr. Seuss said it best. Oh, the stories you will tell. More good news. You've got this. As we are currently experiencing, life is full of struggles. There are lots of sayings and adages about it. Annie singing, the sun'll come out tomorrow, or make lemons out of lemonade. I could go on and on. There's even a law, Murphy's Law. It says anything that can go wrong will. But it's not the struggles that are important, it's how we respond to them. Each and every one of you has proven that you can and will overcome what life throws at you. How do I know? Well, I know that all of you have gotten up in front of one class or another and done a presentation no matter how petrified or frozen you felt. I know the Science Olympians have survived Murphy's Law. They have built and perfected their cars, towers, bottle rockets, and planes, only to have them catch on fire, crash into a wall, or shatter into a million pieces. These misfortunes sent the team members back to the drawing board again and again, but they never gave up. They fought through the crashes and disappointments to become champions. I know the class of 2020 has got this because all of the Columbia sports teams have competed against schools like Shen and Saratoga. Those schools basically have more students in one class than we have in the entire school. How is that fair? When by the numbers alone, they are destined to have more huge, fast players. But fair or not, as CHS athletes, you not only competed against these bigger schools, you succeeded, beating them at their own game. I know that all the artists at Columbia have got this because they have already swallowed their fears and tamed their nervous butterflies, putting their work, their voice, their heart out for the world to experience. But perhaps the most noteworthy expression of how the class of 2020 has already overcome are those among you who struggle with anxiety and depression, those who have had to fight every day to drag themselves into Columbia and yet prevailed. They've got this. You all have got this. You have proven you can overcome adversity. You have made it to the finish line. Graduation day is here. My last bit of good news, you are ready to take the next step. I urge you, don't get tied down to some idyllic life and perfect job you have envisioned. Be ready to roll with the opportunities that will ambush you on the trail. Someday soon, you are going to be out in the world and suddenly the message you read or hear will speak to you. That will be a turning point, and you will find the next path you are meant to explore. Don't be afraid to jump on that curving path, even if it means a change of course. There are Columbia alumni who have followed their paths to Guatemala, where they run orphanages. Some have traveled to third world countries helping to develop ways to purify water. Columbians are designing next-generation rockets, and they are even working on the front line in Manhattan, fighting COVID. I share these accomplishments with you not to intimidate, but to help you realize, yes, people from good old CHS can make a difference. But here's the catch. You need to do you. I urge you to find a career or life path that challenges you and makes you feel you are contributing, that you are making a difference no matter how small. For me, that was definitely teaching, but my husband has felt a deep sense of worth by installing burglar alarms, helping people feel secure in their own homes. Following your passion is great if you can, but few are that lucky. Everyone, and I mean every one of you, can find a way to make a difference. From making food that warms people's bellies, to caring for people or animals. From developing those innovative green technologies, to stocking shelves so others have access to much needed supplies. Building someone's dream kitchen or keeping their cars running safely. All of these make huge differences in people's lives. You just need to do you. If you find a way to contribute in this world, when you get to the end of 30 plus years of working, you will be able to look back and say, wow, where did all the time go? It has been a great ride. And you too will be able to retire with a deep feeling of contentment, knowing that you contributed, you made a difference. You made it. You've got this. You are ready, class of Columbia 2020. Go out and shine your light on the world. And be ready, each and every one of you, with that flashlight, because we're about to make some memories. Thanks for listening.
Often we don't realize how much is done for our school behind the scenes. The next speaker has helped to continue to mold our school, students, and community together. Please welcome Mr. Jeffrey Simons, the Superintendent of East Greenbush Central School District, who would like to extend his congratulations to the class of 2020.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to this celebration of our class of 2020. You know, I've been participating in graduation ceremonies for quite some time, and over the last 4 years here in East Greenbush, as I have been invited to speak at the Columbia High School graduation, there's one lesson that I had to learn that I hope to be able to implement this evening, is that the students are much smarter, much wiser, and much more insightful than the superintendent. And while I was reminded by the student speeches about my own graduating class, which was the class of 1985, the year that Back to the Future came out in the movies, I was also reminded of the wisdom of our kids. In fact, all of the remarks that I had planned to prepare and planned to deliver this evening were made by our students, much more insightfully, with much more optimism and much more brightness for the future than I could ever express. I had hoped to come here tonight to talk about such things as seeing the positives, being able to recognize the glory of the peaks by experiencing the valley. However, our students made that point much more, in a much more articulate manner. Additionally, our students talked about the impact of time and thinking about how time, and it's very important to remember what our students have said this evening. I was worried about this graduation class because I recognize that for our families who are gathered here this evening, that they are feeling a sense of loss because of what has occurred over the last 3 months. But our students are insightful enough to recognize that the 3 months that we've experienced in which schools were closed and remote learning and all of the challenges and the loss of such things as the prom, a formal graduation ceremony possibly may not occur, they recognize that this is a short blip in their experience of their education here in East Greenbush. And they recalled their experiences from the time they entered kindergarten to when they came together as a class in 6th grade, and all of the positive things that they have accomplished in the classroom and through their extracurricular activities that far overshadow the last 3.5 months. So there's nothing that I can say to add to the message, nothing I can say to learn a lesson from this experience or to encourage our students to reflect. They've already done that. They're a remarkable class, the class of 2020. And one thing I've been thinking about, in addition to worrying about these kids, which I no longer do because of the messages that they delivered this evening, I've been worried about the future with everything that's been going on. With the pandemic and the recent violence we've been experiencing and the racism that's been talked about across our country, and the need to be more tolerant, understanding, and peaceful. These kids understand all of that. And we have a very bright future, and we have a lot to look forward to, because it's the class of 2020 who will make a huge difference in this world. And I congratulate them. I know they will go on to remarkable accomplishments, and I know they will take the lessons that they've expressed tonight and implement them into their careers and into their chosen paths. So thank you, everyone, for gathering here this evening. I want to thank our students for the remarks that they made. I want to thank Mrs. Prout for the wonderful reminders of all of the experiences and how we can learn from our experiences, and hope that everybody has an enjoyable evening. Congratulations to the class of 2020.
Thank you, Mr. Simons. I would now like to reintroduce our principal, Mr. Michael Harkin.
Thank you, Lindsay. Before we start the recognition of graduates, I would like to take a moment of silence for our friend and classmate, Pasquale Torino. Patsy passed away in September, and although he is gone, he will never be forgotten. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Columbia High School's 80th commencement ceremony. We finally made it. If everyone would please rise and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance and the National Anthem, sung by our chamber singers. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
At this time, we'll begin with the awarding of the diplomas. I ask the back row to please rise. Parents, you're going to join the graduates. We're going to make our way over here. After that, you'll grab your diploma and go for your photo over there. We will have an individual photo and a family photo that will be sent to everyone, courtesy of the East Greenbush Central School District. Congratulations once again, seniors.
Ariana Foley. Justine Fournier. Madison Franklin. Rowan Fredericks. Thomas Fremantle. Nicholas Gabriel. Lauren Galkowitz. Spencer Gallagher. Connor Garab. Kyle Garab. Dalton Garceau. Trisha Gardy. Caitlin Garrigan. Andrew Gatchell. Terry Getty. Emma Geyser. Sebastian Giovanetti. Jacob Goodman. Alexander Gore. Elena Gosh. Brianna Graff. Abhinav Gudapati. Victoria Gunther. Christina Gilbo. Christian Gunn. Brett Hackle. Morgan Hahn. Owen Stefanko. Lindsay Shands.
Congratulations, Lindsay.
Toby Seberg. Tyler Seberg. Blake Seaman.
Congratulations, Blake.
Connor C.
Congratulations, Connor. You're welcome.
Gavin Sessions.
Congratulations, Gavin.
Needy Shah.
Congratulations, lady.
Aiden Sheehy.
Congratulations, Aiden. Who's our last graduate?
Christian Shepard.
Congratulations, Christian.
Jack Schufelt.
Congratulations, Jack.
Stephanie Simpkins.
Congratulations, Steph.
Jacob Simpson.
Congratulations, Jacob.
Emma Slauson.
Emma, congratulations.
Jacob Slovak.
Congratulations.
Brandon Smith.
Congratulations, Brandon.
Noah Snyder.
Noah, congratulations.
Caden Stevens. Taryn Stewart.
Congratulations, Taryn.
Michaela Stoutenberg.
Congratulations.
Joseph Tafur.
Congratulations, Joe.
Nina Tedeschi.
Congratulations, Nina.
Grace Templeton.
Congratulations, Grace.
Savannah Tenace.
Congratulations, Savannah.
Mary Thaler.
Congratulations, Mary. Let me go talk to Ed.
Sean Tierney.
Congratulations, Sean.
Noah Tiley.
Congratulations, Noah.
Alexandra Torelli.
Alex, your picture on the X. Congratulations.
Richard Tarosky III.
Congratulations.
David Urena.
David, right here on the X. Right on the X. There you go. Congratulations, David. Right down there, Mr. Kim Martin. He's got your diploma.
Caitlin Velarde.
Congratulations.
Nicholas Venuti.
Congratulations, Nick.
Stephen Vera.
Steve, it's good to see you.
Emma Walters.
Congratulations, Emma.
Audrey Warburton.
Congratulations.
Benjamin Waters.
Congratulations, Ben.
Emery Weeks. Lucinda Whipple.
Congratulations, Lucy.
Alexis White.
Congratulations.
Bailey White.
Congratulations, Valley.
Kara Whitman.
Like the bands.
Tyler Williams.
Congratulations, Tyler.
Ava Willis.
Congratulations.
Robert Wiltsey III.
Congratulations.
JC Wojcik. Abigail Wyman.
Congratulations, Abby.
Ariana Wynn.
Congratulations.
Shauna Yates.
Congratulations.
Michael Yell.
Congratulations.
Marissa Young.
Congratulations, Marissa.
Betul Usadal.
How you doing? Good.
Jenna Zurich. Darcy Zwanka.
Lily, were you surprised you weren't last? You're surprised you graduated.
Abigail Meloragno. Jacob Memely. Patrick Mertz. Christopher Mizga.
Congratulations, Chris.
Noah Milan. Samantha Miller.
Congratulations, Sam.
Noah Monpeo.
My guy room will never be the same.
Colin Morrow. Aiden Mewgrace. Brandon Murray. Ashley Murtaugh. Brianna Myers. Robert Myers. Julia Neal. Sean Neeson. Ethan Nelson. Trinity Wilson. Amy Novak. Alexis O'Brien.
Congratulations, Lex. Watch your footing on the way down. Use that railing.
Madison Oathout.
Congratulations, Maddie. Use that railing on the way down.
Oliver Olds.
Congratulations, Ollie. Watch your footing on the way down.
Abigail Paju. Arazelis Palacios. Amanda Palma.
Congratulations, Amanda.
Dominic Nova. Adam Pangburn. Justine Pazzarelli.
Congratulations. Use the railing on the way down so they'll slip.
Kirsten Paltry. Tyler Pearson.
Congratulations, Tyler. Watch the railing. It's very slippery. Watch the walk. Use the railing.
William Perkins.
Congratulations, William.
Montana Palmer.
Congratulations, honey. Use the railing on the way down, please.
Caitlin Hall.
Congratulations. Let me hold your umbrella for your picture. Please, watch your step and use the railing.
Christopher Harris.
Congratulations, Chris. Use that railing on the way down, please. Congratulations. No, not yet. That's all right.
Emily Hawkins.
Congratulations, Emily. We need it for the next 10. You get to take it off. Yeah, use that railing.
Sydney Halu.
Congratulations, Sydney. Thank you. Use the railing on your way down. Congratulations.
Patrick Hempstead.
Congratulations, Patrick. Watch your step on the way down.
Takai Hodges.
Congratulations, Todd. Watch your footing down. Congratulations, man.
Brady Hoffman.
Congratulations. Watch your step on the way down.
Tyler Hoffman.
Congratulations, Tyler.
Connor Hurley.
Congratulations.
Serena Icapelli.
Watch your step on the way down. Use that railing, please.
Irish Iquin.
Congratulations, honey. Watch your footing on the way down.
Evan Jones.
Congratulations, Evan. Watch your footing on the way down, please.
Luz Jorge Fabergé.
Congratulations, Liz. Watch your footing on the way down, honey.
Shruti Kamat.
Sure, careful on the way down.
Joseph Karam.
Congratulations, Joe. Watch your footing on your way down.
Caitlin Kelly.
Congratulations, Taylor. Watch your footing on the way down, please.
Ryan Kelson.
Congratulations, Ryan. Watch your footing on the way down.
Ellen Kerber.
Congratulations, Ellen. Watch your footing on the way down.
Christopher Kenna.
Congratulations, Chris. Careful on your way down. You say hi to Malay? You see Malay?
Dylan Kenna.
Congratulations, Dylan.
Farishta Khan.
Congratulations, Rishta. Watch your footing on the way down.
Charlie Kilgallen.
Charlie, congratulations. Watch your footing on the way down.
Thomas Knowlton.
Congratulations, Thomas. Watch your step on the way down, please.
Rachel Kobilka.
Congratulations. Watch your footing on the way down, please.
Samuel Cromer.
Congratulations, Sam. Excellent. All right, I'm going to help parents. I think I'm going to try to help expedite it.
Philip Brown III.
Congratulations. You're welcome.
Ryan Brown. Kelly Bryant. Nicole Bryant. Alexis Bulin. Marcus Bullock.
Congratulations, Marcus. You're all set. Thank you.
Nathaniel Burek.
Congratulations.
Jameson Burke.
Congratulations, Jameson. Great job, Jameson.
Hayden Butterfield. Christian Calderon. Madison Campbell. Grace Cashman. Hunter Solari. James Chamberlain. Pranav Chauhan. Laura Christian. Isabella Cohen. Zachary Kohler. Lindsay Comboy. Megan Conklin. Lindsay Connor. Ella Conway. Heather Cooper. Jared Creamer. Matthew Kramer. Madison Crotty. Abby Cullett. Dylan Chakowski. Colton Cooney.
Kyle Ackerman. Haley Aiken. Joseph Allen Precy. Mason Albert. Nikita Alcombright. Ryan Allen.
Congratulations, Ryan. Great job, Ryan.
Megan Allman.
Congratulations, Megan.
Congratulations, Megan.
Ian Anderson.
Congratulations.
Ashley Angelo.
Congratulations, Ashley.
Morgan Arensmeyer.
Congratulations.
Timothy Baker.
Congratulations, Timothy.
Owen Ball.
Congratulations, Owen.
Congratulations, Owen.
Julia Barito.
Congratulations, Julia.
Congratulations.
Michaela Barrett.
Congratulations, Michaela.
I'll come down and take a picture with you. Okay.
Caitlin Bauer.
Congratulations, Caitlin.
Grace Bailey.
Congratulations, Grace.
Paige Bensavenga.
Congratulations.
Talia Bennett.
Congratulations, Tyler.
Congratulations.
Carolyn Berry.
All right, Carolyn. Congratulations, Carolyn.
Brianna Best.
Congratulations, Brianna.
Congratulations.
Joshua Basalian.
Good job, guys.
Scott Blaze.
Congratulations, Scott.
Benjamin Bodner.
Congratulations, bud.
Congratulations.
Alexis Bombard.
Congratulations, Alexis.
Christian Bory.
Congratulations, Christian.
Jessica Borst.
Congratulations.
Courtney Brand.
Congratulations.
Zoe Brandt.
Congratulations, Zoe.
Logan Brisson.
Congratulations, Logan.
Grace Brody.
Congratulations, Grace. Good job.
Nice job.
Congratulations.
I like the cap. Congratulations.
Michael D'Angelo.
Congratulations, Mike.
Congratulations.
Chad Daniels.
Congratulations, Chad.
Gagan Darji.
Congratulations, Gagan.
Grace Davis.
Congratulations,
Adriana DeFeo. Taylor Demers. Nicholas Demizio. Melody Diaz. Michael Digman. Jessica DeMeno. Ashley Doherty. Colin Doherty. Catherine Duda. Tyler Dunham. Angelina Dwight. Haley Earring. Zachary Eldred. Carmen Erno. Samantha Essenter. Austin Fahrenkoff. Morgan Fallon. Abigail Farnan. James Fish. Brianna Figs. Sean Fila. Maya File. Juliana Fiacco.
Gregory Phillips. Addison Phoenix. Kendra Phoenix. Logan Plowinski. Julia Poitras. Logan Poley. Andrew Powell. Alexander Pruitt. Gabriella Pugliese. Harley Quinn. Liat Radotsky. Frank Rainville. Shada Ramsamy. Abigail Raymond. Aria Reddick. Anthony Rizzo. Preston Roberts. Jaden Rodriguez. Savannah Rohr. Patrick Roll. Kason Romanowski. Chesney Romer. Kira Russo. Victoria Salvatore. McKenna Salway. Spencer Savage. Hannah Scarano. Jack Ledoux. Spencer Leahy. Alicia Langenbach. Connor Leddick. Jackson Lentz. Isabel Lewis. Olivia Lombardi. Skylar Lorette. Maya McDonald. Isabella McGuffin. Raymond Mahar. Lily Mahoney. Andrew Malik. Aiden Malia. Noel Maloney. Joshua Mann. Zachary Mann. Elizabeth Manning. Marcus Marcella. Domenico Marata. Maxwell Mart. Isabel McCarty. Christian McClay. Garrett McDonald. Benjamin McHugh. Colleen McHugh. Jared Mizell. And that is the class of 2020.